Welcome to the Moore Realtors Weekly St. Louis Real Estate Market Update. I'm Dennis Norman, one of the brokers at Moore, and if you'll give me a few minutes of your time, I'll bring you up to date on what's happening in the St. Louis real estate market. Let's jump right in with some real estate news from St. Louis's best local source of news and information on the St. Louis real estate market, stlouisrealestatenews.com. This week, some of the headlines included a report on foreclosure activity in 2011 being down 24% from the year before, which is great news. Our weekly St. Louis mortgage rate update from a local St. Louis mortgage banker, and also with a helpful article explaining what loan level price adjustments are. This is something, if you're in the market to refinance or buy a home, you're going to hear more about when it comes to a mortgage. A good article on whether or not a buyer and seller should close at the same title company when buying a house. And then in my forecast for 2012, where's the real estate market headed? Interesting stuff, so check it out. Now let's jump into the market data. The first few slides I'm going to show you here are real-time market data for the entire St. Louis metropolitan area. And we can see the median list price across the St. Louis metro area, $177,509 this week. We can see the median asking price per foot, $96 a foot. That's been pretty steady. Average days on market, 196. That's been holding steady as well. We'll jump down now to the market action index, and this is our trademark market action index, which looks at the supply and demand in the market and assigns an index to it. Quick reminder, a 30 would be a perfectly balanced market, not favoring buyers or sellers. As you go above a 30 up to a high of 60, the hotter the market gets, favoring sellers. As you go down below 30 to a low of 0, the lower it goes, the colder it is, the more it favors buyers. And last week was a 17. We've been 17 for a couple of weeks. We're 16 this week, so a little bit of a decline there. Here's a chart that shows the market action index since its inception back in 09. And you can see for the metro area, we hit a high here a couple of weeks ago, and now it's headed back down, so we'll see where that heads. This is the same thing, market action index, divided into quartiles, or two price ranges. And we can see the blue line, which is represents the lowest 25% of the market, so the lowest priced homes. That market's the strongest. It's up over, well, it's actually dropped below 17 too. And then the other segments of the market are all pretty well bunched up here the same, dropping below about 13 at this point. This chart here shows the median price trend for the St. Louis metro area. And the orange line is a 90-day average, so a smoother line shows long-term trends. The black line is a 7-day average. It's quicker to show a change. So while we see that the price trend is down, it hit a peak back here in the summer, and the median price trend is definitely headed downward. We can see that for the last few weeks, the 7-day average has been going up. So I would expect this the longer-term trend not to go down as low as it was back in this time last year, but probably to level off here soon. Okay, now we're going to zoom in on the market to the core market, the bulk of where the real estate transactions take place on the Missouri side of the metro area. This is the St. Louis 5-county area, which includes the city of St. Louis County, St. Charles County, Jefferson County, and Franklin County. And we can see here on this chart the number of sales and average sales price for this 5-county area. And we can see here that in January, oops, sorry about that, I just jumped ahead. In January, the blue column there represents number of sales. There were 1,600 home sales, which is down from about 2,107 home sales in December. And we can see the average price for January, it was about $133,800, which was down from an average of about $145,700 in December. This next slide here shows the median home sales prices. So this is median sales price, a little more accurate way to look at at prices, and median number of days it's taking to sell homes in this 5-county area. The yellow line represents median sales prices. We can see what they've done. They've bounced around a little bit, but basically flat. And then we can see in January they took a turn down. January, the median home price actually dropped to $93,500 after being at $110,000 in December and pretty much that range for the prior few months. Days on market in January hit 87 days after being down around the 79, 80 day mark prior to that. Now this next slide is going to show, this is one I call the Realtor scorecard. This does not indicate property values, but this is more an indicator of how good a job listing agents are doing with staying on top of the market and educating and advising their sellers so that homes are priced right when they hit the market. This red line shows what percentage of the original list price homes sold for, and so at the time of sale and the actual sales price, what percentage of the original list price when it hit the market was it. And you can see it's pretty much been well, no higher than 92%. It's been 90 the last few months. That's pretty bad because in a slow market like this and where home prices are continuing to decline, sellers have to come out priced right. And so if the average is they're selling for only 90% of what they originally listed for, that means a lot of homes are coming out seriously overpriced, which just means that either the agents do not have access to the tools and the information that they need like we have for our agents at Moore, or the agents don't know how to interpret the market data and really apply it to their client's situation, or again, not have the tools available to back up what they're telling the client and convince the seller what they need to do. So again, this is something that's very, very important. If you're considering selling your home or you have your home listed and it's not selling, I'd invite you to contact us and let us show you what we can do for you and show you what we have in terms of market data to help you really understand where your home needs to be priced. The yellow line up here shows what percentage of the current list price homes are selling for. So at the time of sale, after all the price reductions have happened along the way and the seller's been kind of chasing their tail, catching up with the market, homes are selling for about 96% of what they're listed for at the time. And finally here, this is a 10-year look at home prices and list prices for this 5-county area. The blue line represents the list prices over the last 10 years. Green line sales prices, and we can see it's not real encouraging here, but home prices have now dropped lower than they were even 10 years ago back in 2002. So some really significant drops. The other thing we see here is very disturbing too. See this big gap growing between list prices and sales prices. That is most likely an indicator of a lot of overpriced listings out there. A lot of people just still do not have their homes priced accurately. Okay, so that is a very quick overview of the overall St. Louis market. At Moore Realtors, we have a wealth of resources available. There's myself, my partner John Williams, and Nick Seapack, our leadership team. We've got a tremendous amount of experience in the St. Louis market, in real estate here. Between the three of us, almost 90 years of experience. John and I are both past presidents of the St. Louis Association of Realtors. We have charts and data available that can help you whether you're a buyer, seller, or an investor. Charts and data that we can bring down to city levels or zip code levels or subdivision levels and help you really understand the market. There are some markets in St. Louis that are definitely outperforming other ones significantly. We have a newsletter. You see it up here in the upper right hand corner. It comes out once a month. I would really recommend you check it out. It comes out once a month via email. You can sign up for it from our website at mo-re.com, or you can go to stlouisrealestatenews.com, and there's a sign-up form there too in the upper right-hand corner. This market update video you can obtain through iTunes via podcast. You can go to iTunes Store, search St. Louis Real Estate Update, look for this arch, and subscribe. You can also catch us on youtube.com/morerealtors or on our Facebook page, facebook.com/morerealtors. These two QR codes here will take you to some good info. The one on the left will take you to a bunch of resources for buyers and sellers, including some of those I just mentioned. The one on the right will take you to a quick form where you can put in your name and email address and get our 2012 forecast for the St. Louis market. So here's a few legal disclaimers, and that's it. So I'm going to put it back on the QR codes here for a minute. But until next week, have a great week, and God bless you.